Okay. So the reason I wanted to do this meeting was to kind of, one, give new consultants a chance to see, like, new consultants that might not necessarily be people who I've directly recruited, a chance to see kind of how I strong start my consultants, as well as the information and resources I give them to have a strong, successful start, as well as people who are hopping on who are seasoned consultants, which is a very nice term of saying old consultant, but just kind of showing them what I do as they are starting to build their teams, as a way to kind of show them what I do and all that good stuff. So there are a couple of us on here who are brand spanking new that I've never met. So if we could have new consultants unmute themselves and name where you live and something that you're hoping to learn on this call. And I'll start calling on people if they don't speak up.
I'll go.
Okay.
I just moved to Arizona. What I'm looking for in the call is just the different ways that Pampered Chef is now doing online. When I was a consultant long time ago, probably when you guys were all teenagers, it was very different. We didn't have Facebook at that point. So I like the virtual. That's why with Kelly, I decided to sign back up and try something different and meet new people since I just moved to Arizona.
Fun. I'll be honest, you don't look like, how old are you? You make me feel like I'm a teeny bopper, but I'm not. You don't look like, tell me how old you are, because I'm like, I figured you were like roughly my age, maybe. Oh, wait. You're muted.
What? I'm 44.
Dang, girl, you don't look 44.
Thank you.
Good job, lady.
Thanks.
I hope to look like you at that age. Oh my gosh. Okay. I don't know if Cynthia can unmute herself, or.
Did I do it?
Yep.
Hi. I'm driving, sorry.
Oh, you're driving? I won't make you talk while you're driving. That's dangerous.
I'm like, 6 o'clock. I got to pick up Elisha.
So Cynthia is a friend of mine who, her husband and my husband have been best friends since like high school. And so we.
Not even.
Huh?
Way younger than high school. So long ago.
Huh. Well, I met Cynthia through my husband, and it's been history since. We've been really good friends, so.
Yes!
Okay, well, you pay attention to driving, woman.
Well, I am, but I can still hear you and talk.
Okay, well, I'm going to mute you again.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. First thing, if you guys have a pen and paper handy, or if you guys can keep this in your head, that's totally fine too. What I want you guys to do is, what's really important when you're first starting is figuring out why you want and why you need this business. I'll be honest, when I first started, I don't really think, not that I didn't want the business, but I knew I needed something. And so my why was a little bit bigger because we were struggling month to month, always borrowing money from our families. Like, it was just a huge burden, not only on us, but on them, because they were having to help us every single month after month with bills, which was like great that we had that support system, but not everybody has that. And so when I first started Pampered Chef, I was like, that's my why. I want to be able to make an income from home, because I was a stay-at-home mom doing daycare, trying to help my husband who was out traveling as an insurance salesman. And that was what we needed. And so when I started, I knew in the back of my head what needed to be done, because that was something I needed. So for you guys, I'd really like, if you guys want to share, if you don't, that's totally fine. Like what your why is behind doing this business, why you want it or why you need it. Because that's really great. If you guys don't want to share, totally just write it down. I won't force anybody to speak up on their whys. Some of them are very personal. And then also think of what your income goal is. Like how much would you need to make every single month with your business for this to be what you need it to be? And then any other goals you may have, like it may have nothing to do with income. It could just be to build a community of friends. It could be to have something extra to do. I mean, the business doesn't always have to be about income. It can be about whatever it needs to be for you. But always keep that in front of you because it can help push you forward even on those times where you're struggling. Did anyone want to share? I don't want to say don't share, but I'll share what my new goal has become. So when I first started, you guys just know, I just shared that. But as time has gone on, I've only been with Pampered Chef, so some of you are brand new. I've only been with Pampered Chef for a little over 2 years now. When I first started, it was about like supporting my family, supporting, trying to get my family to stop supporting me. But now, yes, my goal is to continue to support my family, but my goal is to help all of you guys achieve your goals and you guys help other people achieve their goals. So over time, my why has turned into something so much bigger than I could have ever imagined, especially with like friends and family who are doing this now. I know I always use you as an example, Jen, but it took me, was it a year or a year and a half before I finally got you to sign up?
I think just under a year, because I think
Just
you signed
under?
up in July of 2017 and I signed up in June of 2018.
Okay. So I had done another direct sales company with my sister, and both of us, it just wasn't the right fit. We didn't believe in the products, but it was like, okay, we want the income for our family, but we didn't believe in the products and it just kind of fizzled out. I'll be honest, Pampered Chef's the 6th company I've done. So, and it's the only one I've been successful with. But seeing what it's done for her has been like a huge impact on me, because just the first few months of her doing the business, she was able to buy my niece her back to school clothes, which wasn't always a thing that she could do. And so I get super emotional talking about it, just because the fact that I'm able to help someone in a financial way, but not necessarily like having to be that financial support, like it's a completely different, does that make sense? Like it's a completely different thing. Like I'm supplying you with everything you need for that financial stability. And like, that's the best feeling in the world, like helping someone achieve their goals and watching my niece have clothes on her back. So yes, that has become so much bigger in my mind.
Just gonna say she always had clothes. It just, we usually had to borrow money to have clothes. Not so much anymore.
Nah, she was wearing high waters, right? No. Anyway, so I just kind of like to share all of that because I feel like it's important to have that behind why you do this. But enough about all that. So I'm really excited because this last week I've been working really hard on simplifying the way I give the information, because I feel like we have a lot of information to give our new consultants, and sometimes it can either be overwhelming or it's scattered all over the place. Like we have a great team page and we have a spot in there, it's a section called units, but sometimes there's just so many different units, and then trying to find something, it can just get a little wonky. And so I have created, I'm going to share my screen real quick, you guys. Can you guys see this okay? It says Pampered Chef with Danny, right? Can everybody see that? Okay. So I have created, it's on my Google Drive, so it's like a Google document. And when I share this, please let me know if it allows you access into it. I'm pretty sure I have it to where it's shareable to everybody, but sometimes technology is wonderful. But anyway, so this is going to be a go-to resource, not only for you guys as new consultants, but as you guys start building your teams and needing to figure out how to give the resources to them, this will be shareable for our entire team. And then what's going to be great is you guys will have a basic understanding of getting this information so that you will better be able to give the information just by having it right here on a template and then clickable links. So like at the very top, I have our team page. Now that will vary as you guys start growing and expanding, and we have directors and other teams. Like, feel free to create your own new consultant resources, and then you can add your team page as well as that happens. But this is going to be great because it shows you all the things like creating your parties in your back office. It tells you that a business page is necessary. If you are a brand new consultant and you do not have a business page yet, that is going to be the #1 thing I tell you to go do immediately, because with the new Facebook community standards, they are requiring that you run all business related things through a business page. Over the summer, they updated and changed a bunch of stuff, and all of us who were using our personal pages were getting flagged, locked up in Facebook jail. So they do not want us to run business on our personal page. And they're kind of tightening down like they're being a little more strict as of recent as well, because just the other day I got flagged for posting my booking parties for egging my husband. So, and if you're not friends with me on Facebook, I prank my husband. I try to do funny things, and yeah. So if anybody booked a party, it was 1 egg, and he agreed that I could smash them on his head live. So that's fun. But my post got flagged because it said something about you can't market money-making activity or something, which kind of, yeah, it was. But so you guys got to be careful is what I'm saying. But anyway, so first thing for a new consultant, I would say create your business page. I have, I guess I could put it on here where I could put the link to my business page as a resource, just so you guys can kind of see what mine looks like. But right here, I have right on here with pictures and everything, creating a Facebook business page. And I even explain on here that you have to run your business through a business page. It doesn't mean you can't post about your business on your personal page, because I highly, highly suggest that. But revenue, marketing, all that kind of stuff, they really want you to start doing on your business page. But here I show you guys how to set it up. Basically, go to create a page, business or brand, and then I type in kitchen/cooking for category. I think that's the way all of us have done it. If you've done it differently, that's totally fine. If you want to train your people on that, that's totally fine too. But I just like that it's got pictures, step-by-step, what to do, how to do it. And then once you create your business page, just know that as you're running parties, you're going to see, like after you've created a group and everything, you're going to see up in the top left-hand corner of your party page, whether you're interacting as your business page or you're interacting as your personal page. Everything you do in your parties when you are posting and interacting has to be as your business page, because if not, you run risk of Facebook flagging you once again and kind of giving you a slap on the wrist and telling you, hey, you can't do that, and you're restricted for the next 24 hours or something like that. So as well on here, I have how to set up a group in your business page. I give you, I'm pretty sure, yeah, this is my YouTube video I recorded on here and put it on YouTube so everyone can watch it. I walk through how to step-by-step go into create a group. I show you guys what I do step-by-step as far as like adding a cover photo, what I use as the description. And I will tell you guys, I use the same description on all my parties. And I basically have for the last like 2 years. I've tweaked it slightly as things have changed, but that will also be found in my host coaching template. It's literally the first day of my host coaching template because that's the first day we set up the parties on Facebook. So it's literally a copy, paste, and edit all of your information into it. So, and once again, here's the link directly to my host coaching. It's through an app called OneNote. So I'm assuming when you click the link, if you don't have OneNote, it'll just prompt you probably to create an account, I'm assuming. I don't really know because I already had it when I created it and I had never used it before. So if you guys let me know on that. But so there's the link for that. And then I do believe, once again, you'll have to let me know, if when I edit mine on my end, if it'll edit and update that every time you click on it, or even if it's saved in your thing. I don't know. Jen, you're kind of shaking your head. Does that happen? When I edit it, does it edit it on your end?
Yeah, and I get emails every single time you edit it.
Did you get
So,
emails all day today?
Last week.
Did you get the emails today then?
Oh yeah, tons of them.
Good to know. Okay. So if you guys get those emails after you've saved it, just know I'm updating some stuff on our host coaching and making it better, right? Because I did. I was shared so Kristen shared with me some host coaching that another executive director in the company uses. Her name's Becca Yon. She was actually top 5 in earning the trip last year, and it was only her first year of business. She's amazing, you guys. Like, she's so sweet, but she is brilliant. Like, everything she's done with her business in the last year is just like mind blowing to me. And she's just amazing. Anyway, but I kind of took some of her ideas and added them in to what I already had. So, but that is good to know. Thanks, Jen. And then I also I supply all of my new consultants with a template for a party. And I do all of my posting or all of my parties through it's not an app. I always say an app. It's a posting service. So it's a website and it's called Post My Party. Now, some of you may be thinking, I don't need a posting service. I'll just post. I'll just do everything manually. I will say, even if you are running just one party a month, using this posting service is so amazing. It frees up your time. For my parties, I've found a template and a flow that seems to work. And my template is like, I run my parties Tuesdays through Sundays. I have 2 days of pre-party and 4 days of party. Well, I start my host coaching a whole 5 days prior to the first day of the party. And so I have some posts here and there before then, but then when the party starts, I run anywhere from 6 to 12 posts a day, and that can get time consuming. But we want to make sure that our guests are having fun, that they're getting the information they need, the information they want, seeing lots of products, they're having fun with games. And so when you're doing that on the daily, you tend to have a few more posts. And so with Post My Party, it will literally connect to your Facebook and it will post for you in your business page on your group. So all you have to do is just wait for those little notification dings to go in and interact with your guests and your hosts and everything, which is just so less time consuming than scheduling posts on Facebook and doing all of that. And it's free for 2 weeks, you guys. And then after that, it's only $9.95. And I say that one qualified party a month pays for 4 months of Post My Party. So if you're doing 1 or 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 parties a month, like, it's well paying for itself. And they just updated to where when we share templates, it's like one click and it's saved in there, and then you guys can go through and edit where you want, edit your information. I do say, hold on one second. You what? Okay, I'll help you in a couple of minutes, okay? Okay, I'll be right there. I'll be right there. Post My Party, right. So when I do share templates, I want everybody to know that I'm more than happy to share the templates, but I don't want to say I require, but I would like you guys to go through and edit some of the wording, maybe switch up the photos. You'll see in my template, I actually have photos that like I've hashtagged with my name. So those ones will probably are like obviously have to be changed. But it's just, I don't know, it's like it's a courtesy thing to where we don't all have the same template, because that will also run risk of being flagged by Facebook if 100 different people are posting the same exact thing on the same exact days and doing all that. But like I said, I am more than happy to share these templates, especially for brand new people who aren't really sure what a party could look like or what they should post or what a successful, hold on one second. Okay. Okay. So does anybody have any questions on any of that so far? As far as Post My Party, the host coaching, I will click on some of these and kind of show you guys a little bit of it all. I do have a bunch of resources on here as well, because in Post My Party, the template that I share also has, like there's a few bits of information that I want to make sure that people get no matter what. Like in the template, you're going to have spots that say host and link in little brackets. And you're going to want to make sure that when you save the template, you save those as is. You don't switch it to anybody's names or replace them right then and there. Because what you'll do is you'll save the template, and then every time you have a party and you attach that template to a party, there's a spot in there when you're setting the party up where it's called a replacement, and you'll see the host and the link, and you can then change it with your specific host name and then their shopping link. So it edits and plugs it in anywhere in the template that those are sitting, which is so time saving. And then there's also, I do a raffle form in there. So it used to be a Thursday raffle, but now it's a Friday raffle where I offer just a prize for anybody who fills out the survey. And the survey has like your name, email, phone number, who your host is. If you're interested in hosting a party, are you interested in earning some money like I do every month? Just some things that I ask that, I mean, there's a method to my madness. I want to see if anybody is interested in hosting. Not that even if they say no, they're not interested, I will be honest, I still reach out to them because they could very well change their mind in the next couple of days of having fun in the party. So, but there's a Google form that they go to, and that one specifically comes to me. So I do explain on here with a video on how to create your own Google form, but I also give you my example so you guys can go back and forth and reference and just copy what I do and plug it into yours if that's what you want to do. And you can switch up the questions. You can do whatever you want on yours. Just know that things that I ask on mine have intent as far as finding out what people in the party are interested in. This part of the Google document will continually be edited because I will be adding like this, oddly enough, this new consultant training will actually be uploaded to YouTube, and then it's going to be plugged right into this as an additional resource. So I have special trainings down here that we've already done. They're YouTube videos. Like we had guest speakers for bookings. Jenny Gillen, she's an executive in the company. Kristen Waringa is our senior executive director. She is our upline. She spoke on systems and time management. So there's just going to be trainings that are occasionally plugged in on here. That way we don't have to keep going to different spots on our team page for all of the things. It's just going to be so much easier having it all in one place. And I feel like as new consultants, it'll be less overwhelming. And as seasoned consultants, we'll be able to guide our new consultants on ways to get the best out of their business. I also have on here the virtual party games group where you guys can find new games to plug into your templates. If you don't like my games, you can find new games. I also have my party tracker on here as far as how I track my parties. I keep track of, I'll show you guys. This is a great way to keep track of your party guests. I also do like a September host list or a host list every month. If you're not using Google Sheets or if you're not familiar with Google Sheets, I recommend it because I'm obsessed with it now. But this is just how I track my parties. I have the guest list. I have winning types, like what they win. If they win a game, if they win a raffle, if they're commenting on going, if they placed an order, what their order total is. So I don't have to keep going back and forth between Consultants Corner and the party. I can see what the host's total is at. That Friday raffle form that they fill out, I have a spot to fill out all of their stuff on it. It's just a great way to keep track of all of your parties. Yes. And then, like I said, I've got some trainings on here. If you're brand new and you're like, what should I do in my first 2 weeks, 30 days, and so forth? First thing, make your business page. Second thing, book parties. Just focus on booking parties. I would say make a list of 20 or 25 people that you would reach out to, whether they're friends or family, that you think would help you kickstart your business by hosting a party for you all online. And there's words in here for you guys. It says scripts for bookings right here. That's where you can go. And if you're having a lot of people saying no or no thank you, there's also a document in here called Overcoming Booking Objections. So everything that you guys are going to need to know is going to be here. And if you still have questions, reach out to whoever recruited you, reach out to your director, reach out to me, reach out to anybody in the team page, because the team page is a huge resource for all of us because we are all willing to help each other all the time in all the ways. Sorry, my children are stomping down the hallway. Oh my gosh. Does anybody have any questions? Anyone? Trying to see if anybody's raised their hand. Kim, you're the only one on video right now. Nobody else is showing me their faces. Oh, now you guys do. So is that helpful? And I want to hear from like new consultants as well as like seasoned consultants. Do you guys feel like that's going to be helpful for you guys, for your new consultants? Like, are you going to be able to navigate that and show them all the things and be able to explain it a little better instead of saying, oh, well, I'll go tag you in that spot, or I'll go do this, and oh, I'll send you this. Like, it's all going to be in one spot. And if you guys think of anything like, hey, I think that should be on the new consultant thing, reach out to me because I will put stuff on here. It's going to be edited. I want to make sure that it's a full resource for everybody on the team. Sound good? Okay. Well, if nobody else has any more questions, any questions on anything? All right. Well, that went a lot faster than I anticipated, but I'm really glad that I got all of that out. And I will, as soon as this is like downloaded and uploaded, if you're seasoned, you know it takes a little bit for my computer. I'm going to upload it to the team page, and then I'm just going to make it its own unit on our team page. It's going to be units, and a unit that says new consultant training. That's all it's going to be. And I might even downsize the other units that are on there because a lot of that was just downsized onto this. So you'll see me, you'll probably start getting a bunch of notifications that Danny is editing the team page. But yeah, sound good? Struggling with bookings. Lisa, how many parties did you have this month? Or do you have, or have you had?
I have done 7, and I have 2, 3 more this month, and only 2 or 3 on the books so far for next month.
Okay. For those past parties,
It's just I'm having these like really decent parties, but I'm not getting anyone to want to host.
How are you trying to book those parties? Are you reaching out personally?
I do. So I do if they win a prize, I do if you book a party, I'll up your prize. I also do, I have a gift certificate that I offer for $15 off a item at their party if they book. I'll do like instead of happy hour, I'll do a booking blitz for that. So for a day, the graphics, your host will get a prize if 3 people book, type thing. I do all kinds of things. I do notice that the upping their prize if they win a game or something gets me more bookings than any of the other ways. So it's just that it seems like I try to do the things that we've done in our trainings and they work for a little while and then they kind of run their course, or people are joining these parties. The parties that I'm having lately have been newlyweds supplying their kitchens, so people just doing the parties to help them get the new items for their kitchen. So I'm doing like housewarming parties and just married, here's my registry type party, so people are buying things to supply for these people, which is great because the sales are fine, but they're really not interested in doing things for themselves. They just want to join to help their niece or their grandkid or whoever the party is for. So
and
it's like I got out of my box and now I'm back in someone else's.
So are you finding that they're not interested through personal reach outs, or how, like, are you having conversations like individually through personal messages with any of these people?
Most of them are going unread because, like I said, they'll join the party, they'll find out what the host wants, they'll order it, and then that's it. Then they don't participate anymore. Or like the party that closes tonight, everybody participated all week and they've played the games. They have reached out to me asking, hey, what does she want? What's on her list? And I've started making canvas with I'll have the host I'll send them the virtual link or a catalog if they want one. And then I'll have them send me a list of the exact items they want. And then I will showcase those items plus the new stuff and go live with things. But the people are reaching out to me saying, okay, what specifically do they want? So I have started doing an announcement with a graphic of a list of the items. And then as things are getting bought, I will take it off the list. And
okay.
So I'm running them more like a registry these last few parties this summer than just a regular everyday, hey, here's my party, here's Pampered Chef, here's a quick, one pot meal idea, here's your summer barbecue backyard theme. So it's completely taken a 180 from what I'm used to doing. So I'm having a whole different group of people in these parties than what I'm used to.
So are your next parties similar as far as like registry parties?
No, the next parties that I have are actually, some of them are repeat hosts from when I very first started wanting to do holiday parties.
Okay.
And then a couple of bookings off of my last parties of people who love the product but can't purchase anything right now. So I'm going to run those like I have always done my parties in the past.
So here's one suggestion on like those registry parties. So you can totally focus like maybe one day on their registry and all the items they're wanting and doing all that. And then on the other days, so like with my September template, I have like 4 different days and they all have their themes. Like Thursday is meal prep gadget day. Friday, I can't remember. I think it's for the entertainer. What's new with Pampered Chef, and then my faves. So you could like do a day where it's like, today's the day where we find out what our host has on their registry. And then you can kind of showcase different themes, because then people might be not just interested in what the host wants, but they're going to start seeing things like, oh, well, the host didn't necessarily want that, but that caught my eye, and kind of do it that way, even on those registry parties, because like you said, you found that they're just more geared towards wanting
Yeah.
to be there and support and be there for the registry part of it. But if you add a little bit more and they see what like a typical party would look like, they
Mhm.
might want, they like in their head, they're going to think, oh, well, I want that. It's a little expensive. How do I get that with less money? You can offer the party and they're like, okay, well, yeah, this party, I love the flow of it. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. And then they want to
Yeah.
bring their friends that way.
This has totally thrown me off.
And I will say, parties are easier booked through personal messages, you guys.
Mhm.
So if you are not reaching out to everyone in your party, the great thing about a business page is if somebody has responded to a post, like a comment, when you're on your business page, underneath it, there's going to be a like button, a reply button, and then a message button. So if somebody says something on like a Rock Crock post where they're like, oh my gosh, I totally need that for my kitchen, or they basically say they need or want this item, you can click that message button and it will move your conversation into a message through your business page. And it will also, it's almost like it sends a screenshot, but it'll send the attached conversation where you're messaging them from. So they're going to know what you're responding to because it's going to be right there in their inbox. Go ahead, Jen.
So one thing I'll say to that is I have not had much success messaging people through my business page. I swear by friend requesting the people in the party, especially the active ones.
Mm-hmm.
And I message them even on the first or second day in the party and just say, hey, thank you so much for joining Susie's party. You know, I hope you enjoy it. Or if we're a little further in, I'll say, I hope you're enjoying the party. And a lot of times they'll say, yes, it's a lot of fun. And then I give it like maybe a couple hours to maybe even the next day. And then I'll message them again and say, hey, I saw you really like this. How would you like to host a party of your own and earn it for free in your own party? And last week I had 4 parties running and I'm pretty sure I booked like 6 or 7 parties. So, I mean, I have more success messaging people through my personal page
Mm-hmm.
once they've accepted my friend request
Mhm.
than I have with my business page. So,
And that is going to be key, you guys. So that is exactly what I do as well. Everything Jen just said, like conversation and everything. Like your first reach out should not be, hey, I noticed you saw this. Would you like to book a party? It's, hey, I just want to thank you for joining the party. I'm having so much fun with you guys this week. Are you enjoying the party as well? Like that should be the first message. Nothing about the business, just genuinely asking how they're enjoying the party. Because you might find out that, you know, they haven't even been able to join in or do anything or see anything. Like I get this all the time. So I do wait until they accept my friend request because you can get flagged if you're sending too many messages to people who aren't your friends on Facebook. And they'll like shut you down on it. There's a lot of things that Facebook's a little tricky about, but once they're your friend, send that message. And then, like Jen said, that's how the conversation goes. And the way you're able to kind of gear where you're wanting the conversation to go. So you can start talking about, oh, I'm so glad you're having fun. Have you seen anything that's caught your eye? And if they say, oh, well, no, or I own a bunch of Pampered Chef already, I really don't need anything. You can be like, oh, well, have you seen all of our brand new products? Like some people might not even know that our new products are out. They might not even know that Pampered Chef comes out with new products every season. So there's just ways you can gear the conversation towards a booking conversation or towards a recruiting conversation. So, and when you're first starting out, if you need help with that, always send screenshots. Like it's okay to screenshot someone and not respond to that person right away. Like you want to make sure that you know how to gear the conversation and do all that. And it's not like we're tricking anybody, but there is a method and a way that's a little more efficient than not, if that makes sense.
glad that I screenshot Danny a year into this business. So
hey, I'm two years into this business, and occasionally I'm still screenshotting Kristen and like all the other people. I mean, I use all the resources available, you guys. Like as you grow with your business, like you're going to be able to utilize, it doesn't matter if I'm your director, or so Jen is one of my recruits, but Kim, you might want to ask her a question. Like, everybody on our team is happy to share and help. So don't ever feel like you just have to talk to the person who recruited you or your direct upline. Like, reach out in the team page. If you see somebody struggling with something too, reach out to them and be like, I'm struggling too. Can we figure this out? Like, find a buddy. Like, the buddy system is great, because not that I can't or don't want to help every single person on our team, but I do not have enough time in my day for all of the things. So I'm not as quick to respond lately as I would like to be. But don't get me wrong, I will respond. I just might not respond in the timely manner that you would like me to. So always reach out to me, always reach out to your upline, always reach out to everybody. Everyone is there to help. And then Kim, you said send me the team link to the team page. Is that what you're saying? Okay, yes, I can do that. Who is your upline? Oops.
Sorry, it's Kelly.
Okay,
I had
perfect.
to unmute myself.
Oh, okay, perfect. Yes, I will make sure that you get all of that.
Thank you.
You're welcome. There was something else I was going to say on that. I think it was, the business page thing, with the whole messaging. So I do know that some people on our team are a little less willing to do the whole friend request thing and have people that they don't know being on their personal page. So the messaging through your business page could be a way around that. But I will say that I have had more success with my business since I've allowed that friend request. And granted, if you guys end up friend requesting someone and they're on your page, and then you see that maybe they're not the person that you would like on your social media, then you can unfriend them, you guys. It's not going to hurt your business if you find out that someone is not your cup of tea. But also know that what you put out into social media, people are also going to have their eye on as well. So there's also, in that new consultant thing, the training that I'm sharing, some social media tips and tricks. I will say, not airing your dirty laundry or blasting that you're having the worst day on the planet. Not that we aren't human and we don't have those things, but people like to follow happier things and less dramatic things, I guess I would say. But yes, so there's all of that. But I am going to let you guys go so I can get this uploaded. If you guys have any other questions, don't hesitate to reach out, like I said. And I hope this helped everybody involved. And I might continue to do meetings like this if you guys need help. If you guys need help figuring things out, I'm a Zoom junkie, so let me know and I can hop on Zoom and show you all the things by screen sharing. So have a good night, and I will talk to you guys later.